Our prophet himself told about the miracle of Miraj and told his companions what he saw and experienced during the Miraj. Our prophet's conversation with Allah and the dialogues that took place there will give you goosebumps. The truth of Miraj. The prophet, peace be upon him, told his companions about the night he was taken to the Miraj and says, I am Kaaba. There is a narration that I was lying there in the Haddam section of the courtyard. When I was between sleep and wakefulness, someone came to me, could open my chest from here to there. With this word he meant the part from the throat pit to the hair growth. He took out my heart. Then a golden vessel filled with faith and wisdom was brought to me. My heart was taken out and water was poured into it. It was washed with Zamzam. Then it was filled with faith and put back in its place. Then a small white animal was brought, bigger than a donkey. It was traveling by placing its front foot at the last point where its eyes went. I was mounted on it. Thus, Gabriel, peace be upon him, took me up to the sky of the world. We came to the sky of the world. He asked for the door to be opened. It was said, who is coming? Gabriel said. He was asked who was with him. He said, Muhammad, peace be upon him. It was asked, has the Miraj invitation been sent to him? He said, yes, they are welcome. This is a good thing to come. While I was saying, the door opened, and when I passed through the door, I saw Hazrat Adam. This is your father, Adam. Greetings to him. It was said to him. I said hello, and he returned my greeting. He said to me, Salih's son, welcome, Prophet Salih, welcome. Then the Prophet Gabriel lifted me up, and we came to the second heaven. The door opened and knocked on the door. It was asked, who is this coming? He said, I am Gabriel. He said, who is the person accompanying him? He said, has the Miraj invitation been sent? He said, yes, they are welcome. What is this arrival? Good development. Then the door opened to us. When I entered, I met Prophet Yahya and Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him. They were my aunt's sons. Hazrat Gabriel said, these are Prophet Yahya and Prophet Jesus, greet them. I said hello, and they returned my greeting. Then they said, welcome, Brother Salih, welcome, Prophet Salih. Gabriel took me up to the three heavens and knocked on the door. They asked, who is this coming? He said, I am Gabriel again. They asked who is next to him. He said, it is Muhammad. They asked him if the Miraj invitation was sent. He said, yes. They are welcome. What is this arrival? It was said, good arrival. And the door opened for us. When we entered, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, said, we met with Gabriel and he said to me, this is Yusuf, greet him. I said hello, and he returned my greeting. Then Brother Salih said, welcome, Prophet Salih is welcome. Then Gabriel took me up to the four skies and knocked on the door. They asked, who is this coming? He said, I am Gabriel again. Who is with him? He said, Muhammad. They asked him if the Miraj invitation had landed. He said, yes, they are welcome. What is this arrival? They said, it is a good arrival. And the door opened. When we entered, we met Prophet Idris, peace be upon him. Gabriel said, this is Idris, greet him. I greeted him. He returned my greeting. Then he said to me, Brother Salih. Welcome, Prophet Salih said, welcome. Then the Prophet Gabriel lifted me up to the five heavens. We went up again. He knocked on the door. They asked, who is this coming? They asked him, I am Gabriel. They asked him, who is with him? He said, Muhammad. They asked him, has the Miraj invitation been sent down? He said, yes. They are welcome. What is this coming? He said, good luck, and the door opened. When we entered, we met Harun, peace be upon him. Gabriel, peace be upon him. This is Harun, peace be upon him. Greet him, and I greeted him. He also returned my greeting and said, welcome, Brother Salih, welcome, Prophet Salih. Then Gabriel lifted me up to the six heavens again. They knocked on the door and asked, who is this arrival? They asked him, I am Gabriel. He replied, who is accompanying him? They asked again. He said, Muhammad. They asked him, has the Miraj invitation been sent down? He said, yes, they are welcome. What is this arrival? It was said, it is a good arrival. The door opened and we entered. We met Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, Gabriel. This is Prophet Moses. He said greetings to him. I greeted him. He returned my greetings. Then he said, Brother Salih, welcome, Prophet Salih. Welcome. When I passed him, he cried. He asked why he was crying. He said, because after me, a young man became a prophet. Among his followers, they will go to heaven. He said, there are more people from my ummah who will go to heaven. Then he took me to the seventh sky and knocked on the door. They asked, who is this coming? He said, I am Gabriel. They asked, who is with him? He said, Muhammad. They asked him, "Has the Miraj invitation been sent down?" He said, "Welcome." Gabriel said, "This is your father Ibrahim." He greeted him. I greeted him. He returned my greeting. Then, "My Salih son, welcome." Prophet Salih said, "Welcome." He said that it is Sidrat al-Muntaha. There were 4 rivers here. 2 of them are esoteric rivers and 2 of them are apparent rivers. I asked, "O Gabriel." He said to me, "These are the 2 esoteric rivers of heaven. One of them is the Nile and the other is the Euphrates." Milk was brought in a bowl and honey was brought in a bowl. I took the milk. Gabriel, peace be upon him, said, "This is the one that suits the nature you have received. You, your Ummah, this nature is yours on creation." He came to the sanctuary. Allah Almighty came closer and manifested himself. He wanted to get closer. Finally, in this way, he became 2 bows or closer to the Prophet. Allah fulfilled what he revealed to his servant. Allah also revealed to his nation 50 prayers every day and night for what he revealed to him. Then he went down from there. Finally, he came to Moses. Musa, peace be upon him, detained him for a while and asked, "O Muhammad, what did your Lord promise you? That is, what did he command and advise you?" He said, "My Lord commanded me to pray 50 prayers every day and night." He said, "Musa, peace be upon him, your Ummah cannot afford this. Go back and ask your Lord. He asked you and your Ummah to alleviate this." Then the Prophet, peace be upon him, turned towards him and said as if he wanted to consult him on this matter. Gabriel pointed to him saying, "Yes, if you want, ask for this." And then Gabriel, peace be upon him, raised him up to the presence of Allah. Our Prophet said that Allah, the tyrant, was where he stood before. He said, "O my Lord, lighten up, because my Ummah cannot afford these 50 daily prayers." Allah Almighty reduced 10 prayers from 50, then our Prophet returned to Moses. Moses detained him again and continued to return him to the Lord of Honor. Finally, 50 prayers were reduced to 5 daily prayers, then Moses, peace be upon him, reduced him to 5 daily prayers. He stopped him next to the 5 daily prayers and said, "O Muhammad, I swear to God, I returned to my people, the Israelites, with less than this, but they were weak and abandoned it. Your Ummah is weaker in terms of corpses, hearts, bodies, eyes and ears. Go back, and your Lord will lighten all of this from you." The Prophet pointed to him. Gabriel did not see this right. He raised it for the 5th time. Our Prophet called out to Allah Ta'ala, "O my Lord, surely my Ummah's bodies are weak in their hearts, hearing, and bodies." He prayed to make it lighter than us. Thereupon, Allah Ta'ala prayed, "Ya Muhammad," and said, "O Lord," with our Prophet. Allah Ta'ala replied, "It is a fact that the judgment and decision are not communicated to me. Words are not changed in my presence. This is the same as what I prescribed in the main book on your Ummah." He said, "And again, each good deed is rewarded tenfold. This Ummah is 50 times in the book, and this is your Ummah too." Then he said for 5 times. Our Prophet returned to Moses, peace be upon him, and asked him, "How did you do it?" The Prophet said, "Allah has lightened our burdens and responded to us with tenfold of good deeds." In response to this, Moses, peace be upon him, said, "I have returned and experienced the Israelites faster than this. They have abandoned this too, you again." He said, "Go back to your Lord so that he may make it easier for you." Our Prophet, Moses, said, "I swear by Allah, I am ashamed of going back and forth to my Lord so much." He said to him, "Come down in the name of Allah," and brought it down to the earth. Thus, the 5 daily prayers were made obligatory and the night of Miraj was a gift for jinn and humans by our Prophet. Happened.